Well, Michelle and Nathan, this is a strange one for the Toronto Maple Leafs. For the first time in nearly a decade, the talk is about who is not here. It's because Leafs great Mitch Marner left in the offseason to free agency, going to the Vegas Golden Knights. The players talking about their relationship with Mitch Marner and what that means to them. And above that, it's, of course, talking about the finish to last season. The Toronto Maple Leafs losing in the second round of the playoffs in Game 7 to the eventual Stanley Cup winning Florida Panthers. That final game, the final score of 6-1 being on the mind of these players as they look towards the new season with some new additions not quite reaching the level of Mitch Marner, but players nonetheless that the team is excited about. But the players talked about what it was like to say goodbye to Mitch Marner, specifically captain Austin Matthews, and they also talked about what that Game 7 loss. Here's first Austin Matthews, followed by Coach Craig Berube.
You know, your teammates, you're also friends, and he'll be a friend of all of ours for life. So, you know, those are always tough conversations to have, but at the end of the day, you know, he made his decision, and you know, we wish him nothing but the best moving forward, and we're moving on. Like I said, you know, bringing in some new faces, some new guys that we're super excited about. You know, I can't really dwell on the past.
You know, it's okay to bend in those games, but not break, right? That's what you always say, and I think that we got to get over that hump for sure. That's a big part of it. You know, it's bringing in some new players, I think, is important. We did that, so that'll help, in my opinion. But it's just keep working and teaching these guys and trying to get them mentally dialed in for those games. You know, I feel like you come to Toronto in a big game at home, it's a lot of pressure. We all know that, but we got to all be able to deal with it better than we did.
So one of the big questions moving forward is who will fit on the right wing of center Austin Matthews going into this season. Coach Craig Berube talked about Matias Maccelli, who's a signing in the offseason from Utah, and of course Max Domi being the two possible candidates. He did say that Max Domi has a lower body injury right now, so he'll be day-to-day as training camp starts, and they haven't slotted anybody in on that top line yet, so there is a chance for promotion for many players as the season gets going. As for captain Austin Matthews, he had mentioned that he was injured towards the end of the season and through the playoffs last year. He said he's feeling 100%, he's feeling good, and he's ready to go. The players will have their first on-ice workouts coming tomorrow. Reporting live, I'm Leathong. Lindsay, I'll send it over to you.